Running a Vibram Fivefingers, one of life's most simple but beautiful pleasures. Welcome back, Clash Fitness. Today we're going to run down my top 3 Vibram Fivefingers running shoes. Keep it locked, let's get it rolling. Okay, so before we get cracking, guys, my current pair of Vibrams is totally gone. Okay, they got a massive hole in the sole. They've run hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of miles, and I'm looking for my next pair. So I want you guys to do, the Clash community, in the comments down below, which pair of Vibram Fivefingers should Steve Clash review next. Okay, so what pair of Vibrams do you guys want to see reviewed on the Clash Fitness channel? Leave the comments down below. Again, as always, guys, please do like this video and please do subscribe. It helps me out massively. But without further ado, let's get on to number 3. Okay, so shoe number 3, my third pick is the Trek Ascent. The Trek Ascent Vibrams are absolutely fantastic. To be perfectly honest, they'd be far higher up my list if I did more trail running. Alright, so most of my running happens to be on tarmac or light trails, which means I don't get a massive opportunity to go out in these Trek Ascents. But if I did way more trail running, more technical trail running, then these shoes would be closer to the top, if not at the top, because they are, in my opinion, the best trail running shoe out there, especially the best barefoot running trail shoe, which in my opinion equates to the best trail running shoe. Alright. So a couple of things to point out. If you want to see my full review, click on the card up above. These are slightly heavier than your average Vibrams because the sole is a lot thicker. Okay, so they are noticeably heavier. The sole is noticeably thicker, and that's obviously going to prevent your foot from getting badly bruised if you're running over flinted surfaces and things like that. The other thing to note is that it has this little soft section there on the arch of the foot, so if you land on a sharp flint, then the arch of your foot is going to be protected. I've run on all terrains. When I was reviewing these and testing these, I ran on the most challenging terrains I could find, sharp flints everywhere, and I did not feel a thing. That's not to say you don't have any ground perception, you still do. They're still a wonderfully adaptable shoe. They still are malleable to what's happening underneath you, and you're still getting all of those signals from your foot to your brain. They're still a joy to run in. The grip is phenomenal. You can run through slippery muddy puddles, up slippery wet hills. You can do pretty much whatever you want in these shoes. An absolutely fantastic, great shoe that allow you to enjoy the trails without having to worry too much about what's underfoot. So if you're a trail runner and you're looking for a pair of Vibrams, then the Trek Ascent is the shoe for you. On to Steve Clash's second pick. Okay, so pick number 2, it's the KSO Evo. For me, if I'm just looking for a running shoe that's going to put the biggest smile on my face, then the KSO Evo is the one to go for. They are so thin, underneath your foot, you can feel absolutely everything that's going on underneath there. Alright, so what that does mean, if you tread on a sharp flint or sharp stone, something like that, you are going to feel it. But if you're just running on smooth tarmac, grass, paved surfaces, which mainly I do, then honestly, the feedback that you're getting from your feet up into your brain, it's just sending so many endorphins. You're going to be smiling, you're going to be loving every single experience. Okay, so I've run long runs, short runs, fast runs, slow runs in them, and they're just an absolute joy to run in. They've got a brilliant grip on them. For such a thin sole, the grip is surprisingly great. So if you're running on wet grass or wet paved surfaces and you're looking for a tarmac, asphalt, paved surface shoe that's able to handle those wet surfaces, then the KSO Evo is definitely worth checking out. For me, in my opinion, as I say, if I just want to go out for pure enjoyment, I'm going to go and reach for the KSO Evo. I honestly can't explain in words how much fun this shoe is until you actually go out there and try it. So that's the KSO Evo. Again, click on the card above if you want to see the full review, but let's crack on to the top Vibram shoe on the Steve Clash list. So it probably comes as no surprise to anyone that's been watching my channel for any length of time that the Vibram Five-Finger Bakula Evo is the top pick, or as this one is, the V-Run. Essentially the V-Runs and the Bakulas are the same thing, but the upper is slightly different. So the V-Runs, the upper is much more appropriate for hot weather, and the Bakulas is more of an all-rounder, all-weather conditions shoe. The sole is exactly the same. The sole on the Bakulas is designed for tarmac, paved surfaces, but really it's an all-rounder, so it can handle light trails as well without any problems at all. So if you're running on mainly paved surfaces, or if you're running a light trail surface, or if you're just going out for a run that incorporates all different kind of surfaces, then the Vibram Bakula is the shoe for you. Whereas the Trek Ascent doesn't really handle very well on the tarmac. It's got a very thick sole, and the feedback on a paved surface is not great. The Bakula's absolutely nails it everywhere. Absolutely fantastic shoe. Again, it puts a big smile on your face like the KSO Evos, but really, if this is the first pair of Vibrams that you've ever had, then the Bakula is the one for you. If you've never tried the Bakulas but you have other pair of Vibrams, then go and check these out. For me, if I ever just need a pair of everyday Vibrams like I do here, then it's the Bakula that I always reach for. As you can see, these ones have done many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles, and they've probably done well over 100 miles with the hole on the sole of the foot like that, and they're still going. But like I say, it is time to sadly part with these ones, so leave in the comment down below which shoes you want Steve Calclash Fitness to run in next. These are Steve Calclash Fitness's top 3 Vibram Fivefingers. Hopefully that has helped. Guys, if you want to see any other videos, then let me know down below. There'll be more barefoot running tips, tricks, reviews coming soon, more general running tips, anything you want, just let me know in the comments down below. You guys know what to do by now. Keep it rolling.